Hi, I'm Wright. I served on staff at Heritage from 1981 through 2003. Really loved my time here. And Lynette also served on staff. She established the Child Development Center in 1985, and she was away for a few years after that, but then she came back to be the children's minister for about 10 years. So we have really loved our time at Heritage. One of the components of this celebration that we've always had is that we've had a fellowship meal together. I always loved the food. You know, when I think about the word fellowship, I think about food, and especially these last years, we have emphasized the desserts, and I love that. So when I think about the word fellowship, I often think about food. But more recently in our time at Heritage, we've come to think of fellowship in a different way. In the time that Hayden Center was pastor, we became known as the Fellowship of Encouragement. Hayden was our pastor from 1984 until his retirement in the year 2000, and we're very thankful for that time together. Now, in Acts 4:32, it says the large group of believers were of one heart and mind, and no one said that any of his possessions was his own, but instead they held everything in common. The apostles were giving testimony with great power to the resurrection of the Lord Jesus, and great grace was on all of them. There was not a needy person among them, because all who owned land and houses sold them and brought the proceeds and laid them at the apostles' feet. You know, we don't live that way today, but a modern day picture of this book of Acts picture is that we shared our lives together. We were a church family. We acted like family. We encouraged one another. We grew together. We grew together in our classes and in our small groups, and really grew as Christian believers. And so I think that that is typical of who we are as the fellowship of encouragement. You know, Hayden was an avid runner, and he loved to run. He loved to participate in runs and races, and he became quite good at it. But he always talked about that there was a point in time in which it was difficult, it's hard. You got to a place that you felt like, I just can't go and I can't finish. About that time, there'd be somebody along the race that would say, Hayden, come on, Hayden, you can do it. And he talked about and talked to Heritage in that kind of way. He encouraged us to keep on keeping on and to do it. And so he would oftentimes use Hebrews 12:1, where it talks about we have a great crowd of witnesses who encourage us. And that great crowd of witnesses are those who have gone on and lived before and lived the Christian life before us. It is as if there was a stadium and a run, a track meet, in which the crowds are there filling the stadium and encouraging the runners to keep on keeping on. And he used that illustration many times. He preached through the book of Acts many times in order to encourage us to be a New Testament church. And so I'm very thankful for Hayden and his ministry during our time together. We also had a very long tenured staff during that time, and those staff members included Earl Hall, included Steve Shepard, Ronnie McCarson, Keith Loomis, and also I'll say that Kenneth had his first time at Heritage during those years. We were thankful to serve together and have fun together as we served together with him and with our church family. I will say that Hayden was an avid runner, but he never convinced the rest of us. So we convinced him to become a golfer, and he took it up and enjoyed that together. We had a slogan at that time that was, "It takes us all," and it sure did for our church staff and our church family. One of the things that Hayden would often say is, the best is yet to be. And so as he would say that, we would think about our future. And I think he would be saying that today because he believed in the future of Heritage. And so he would say to us all, the best is yet to be. Happy anniversary, Heritage.